Welcome to Jay's video. Maybe you're wondering why we came to Thailand in the first place. Perhaps out of panic? I would say because while we were in China, I did not feel safe or I was feeling the coronavirus effect. That's what you would call it. So after the lockdown, so we decided to come to Thailand for a bit relaxing. But next thing you know, as soon as we got to Thailand, we saw the situation here isn't any better. At the Bangkok airport, I saw tons of people wearing masks and everything. So we drove to our hotel in a more Thai area. I stayed inside all day. I did not go out, and Jay went out a couple of times to get some food. After staying in Bangkok for a night, we decided to come down to Ampava, here in the central Thailand, and along the way.
Yeah, along the way, so we came down to, it's called Don Hoi Lot, which is by the coast. We figured, it's far away from the city, so there wouldn't be the risk of cases. But getting out of the car and walking around, of course we wore masks, but suddenly hearing people coughing, looking miserable, that raised the alarm, especially for me. Everybody's on edge with any sort of coughing, clearing your throat, and then to hear the low number of cases, despite the fact that Thailand has been open to people coming from China, which, as you know, is the epicenter of this whole virus thing. It's kind of alarming to hear those coughs, because I didn't even hear that in Bangkok, and people were wearing masks, but out here, people aren't wearing masks as much, and to hear that coughing was really alarming.
Yeah, definitely. Don Hoi Lot is a local Thai place, so they don't really have many tourists here. But when we went there, hearing those coughs, we decided to stay away from it. So we quickly left that beach side, and we came to here, this bed and breakfast place. So we stopped at Gajib bed and breakfast. When we came here, we can say there aren't any tourists or anyone staying here besides us. It's literally in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the jungle, so we would feel safer and more, I guess, remote out here. And even the hotel people, all the people in this region, they're not wearing masks. But whenever we hear coughs, it makes me worried. And they don't seem to worry so much, but I did notice when they see me being, looking Asian, they would ask me, where are you from and such.
So here in Thailand, there has been a significant drop in tourism as a result of the virus. I think in the last couple of months, it's been 60 to 70% down.
Overall. In February, yeah.
Just in February. So at this point, I think that the Thai government is giving up on, the tourism thing. As you know from the news, they have kept travel open between here and China all this time, and people aren't traveling, and as they're seeing the impact on their economy in a very big way. And now with the World Health Organization declaring this a pandemic, finally, the situation is going to get worse everywhere, and here as well.
We have been here for the past couple of days, but we have seen so many changes since we got here. When we first got here, like the same day, the Thai government came out saying that you have to present the health certificate before boarding any flights to Thailand from China. And the next day, overnight, they issued another very severe statement stating that anyone coming from China would require a health certificate not only showing that you have been quarantined in China for the past 14 days, but also saying you don't have the coronavirus and it's only valid for 48 hours. On top of that, you have to have the medical insurance covering up to 100k USD. And even if you have all of that, you can board the flight, but as soon as you get to Thailand, they will quarantine you. They will not quarantine everyone in one spot, but you will be required to be self-quarantined at the hotel, and the health official will come to check every day at your hotel. So, and on top of that, Thailand now is suspending any kind of free visa or visa on arrival for 18 countries, including some of the countries in Middle East and other places. But
yeah, things are getting locked down all over the place. Actually, I've got a friend in Kuwait right now, and they're suspending all flights and things. Is what the latest news is. As I mentioned a little bit ago, the World Health Organization has declared this a pandemic. So I'm not entirely sure what impact that's going to have, but I suspect that with that now having taken place with the United Nations, a lot of countries are going to be just closing themselves off, and travel is going to become extremely difficult. I mean, if you wanted to travel, not everybody's as crazy as us, but if you wanted to get out of one of these places where things are really starting to take off, there's going to be some severe limitations. It's probably not going to be possible at this point.
before coming here, I was looking for some relaxing time, but ever since I got here, I have been worrying about this virus thing. And the more I drive and on the road, I say that if you know anything about Thailand, they truly lack of personal hygiene. So outside the city, it's quite bad out here. If any kind of disease breaks out, then we're pretty much done out here, because it will just go everywhere, spread like crazy.
Now, I want to talk about something for all of you watching this video. You've seen what we've been through in China, and you can hear about how things are developing here in Thailand. You might be thinking, well, there's relatively few cases where I'm at, and that's where Italy was maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And what they're finding now is that the virus was actually already there long before they realized it. And you might not have any confirmed cases in the area where you're at, but the reality is the virus is probably already there. It's probably spread so far now that the fact that they're declaring this a pandemic at this point is almost a joke, because it's been a pandemic for a long time. We've all known that the symptoms of the virus don't manifest until much later on, and people are walking around without symptoms spreading it. So my advice to all of you is to take extra precaution, because you don't know. I mean, they're saying you don't have to wear a mask unless you're sick. I'd say everyone should be wearing a mask, because you don't know who's sick. Someone who's watching this could be sick with the virus, and I hate saying that, but we just don't know. So the only way to prevent it from spreading is to be wearing that mask, so that if you cough, if you sneeze, or whoever it is, if they have the virus and they're walking around, if their face is covered and they cough or sneeze, at least it's being contained somewhat. Limit your interactions with other people as much as possible. Get yourself some supplies, canned food, water, so that you don't have to go out.
And my advice would be, don't react out of panic like us. We decided to come to Thailand for a bit of relaxing time, because we were going berserk in China. But now we're pretty much in panic anyway, even though we're in Thailand, because we have seen things in different areas here in Thailand, and it can be really bad if the virus is breaking out here. So everyone please stay put and please don't travel or go anywhere, and have a bunch of food at home and stay safe. Until next time.
See ya.